Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here, and I wanted to cover a few of the intermittent fasting mistakes that most women make without even realizing that they are really shooting themselves in the foot when trying to move forward with their health and do some intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is one of the greatest things that people have kind of gotten back into. It's a super popular thing now, and it is a health trend that has been around for thousands and thousands of years and helped billions of people with lots of different things historically. I'm not going to get into that, although I could go on a tangent for a while on it, but it's really, really important to really help your body turn around in terms of health. I do talk about intermittent fasting in my book, The Female Fat Solution. You can get this on Amazon, and there's a whole section where I talk about intermittent fasting for women and how to do it correctly for the female body, because a lot of the intermittent fasting information, research, all that stuff out there that you'll see and come across, guess what? That research is done on men. So if you've been doing some intermittent fasting and you are a gal, you may not have been using these tips that are going to help you the most. Now, if you are finding this information helpful, I would so appreciate you clicking that share button, sharing this content, sharing this information with other women that really, really need it. Women try so hard all the time, searching and looking for different answers, for different information. And all of the time, the information that we're coming across is not geared for women, it's geared for men. So that's why I have my book. I also have my new podcast, The Female Health Solution, where I've got some fantastic episodes coming out this week. I'm so excited. So if you have not subscribed to that, do so now because it's amazing. Yes. And I have my 12-week program where I lead women through nutrition for the female cycle, really focusing on the right things to help you. And this is something I walk women through in detail, one-on-one, to make sure you're doing it correctly. So I will put a link below so you can schedule a call with me if you have questions, if you're wondering about something, if you're struggling, if you're frustrated. I'd be more than happy to chat with you and say, hey, you know what? These are some things that you can do, or this is how you can do fasting to get back on track again and to really focus on tailoring things for your body. Let me just see for a second. Katie said you were just thinking about how to intermittent fast, and then I pop on. Yes, right? Okay, so intermittent fasting mistakes that women make all the time. And I'm really speaking specifically for I'm going to cover, this is for a 24-hour intermittent fast. Specifically, I will do a different one for a daily intermittent fast because there's mistakes with that one too. But for a 24-hour intermittent fast, one of the biggest mistakes women make is that they actually don't have any snacks. And you might be thinking, you're fasting. How are you snacking while you're fasting? Oh, yeah. Ooh, see, with fasting, and you're really trying to tap into deep visceral fat stores with your body physiologically, it really works best for the female body if you're easing into that process and you don't shock it totally by removing all food completely. If you remove all food, it's very stressful and it's very hard on the female body. Which means it's going to do what? It's going to do the opposite effect. It's going to stress your body out more, which means cortisol is going to rise, and it has this whole other negative interaction with female hormones and the body. So that's not good. So how do we get around that? Oh, we have snacks. There we go. Super easy. Super easy to add in snacks when you're intermittent fasting to make sure you're keeping your blood sugars going, to make sure you're interacting with cortisol correctly throughout the entire time. So it's really, really effective. Without having snacks, it's going to have an opposite effect. So no snacks is the first mistake. So let's correct this. How do we correct it? Have snacks, right? Yeah, duh, right? How often should you have a snack? At least every 4 hours. Right? So you're going to want some type of snack about every 4 hours. You're going to want your snack to be some type of protein, fat, and carb. A small amount though. So we're saying something like 100 calories. And you don't want it to be fibrous. You do not want greens. You do not want lettuce. You know, you're thinking, oh, lettuce is so healthy. Yeah, but it's fibrous and it's going to take a lot of digestion to kick off breaking down that food. You want something really easy to upload and absorb. Right? Something that can be broken down. Yes, Megan, exactly. Something that can be broken down fairly easy, quickly, and not really disrupt your digestive system. Because you still want, hi Beth, you still want your digestive system to overall rest. But essentially, you're going to be having snacks. Now, this is something I walk women through one-on-one in my 12-week program to make sure you're doing it correctly, you're getting the right result, and you're feeling good while you're doing it. Otherwise, it can be really hard on your system. Yeah. I do talk about intermittent fasting for women in relation to hormones, the cycle, and nutrition for the cycle. And a lot of this actually has an Eastern medicine spin. And the funny thing about it is that, you know, this has been around for, like I said, thousands of years. I'm not kidding. Thousands of years. Hi, Cheryl. So that's what's amazing. If you guys are watching the live recording, I would love it if you would drop in here. Just let me know if you have done intermittent fasting before. And if you're watching the recorded version, if you're watching this later, let me know if you've done it as well, but also tell me how long you've been doing intermittent fasting. That would be fun. Yes. All right, so the other thing and this is a big thing, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about hydration for women in a different video, but a big intermittent fasting mistake that people make, and you might be thinking, you're only drinking water, that's a mistake. Yeah, that's a mistake if you're only drinking water. And here's what, oh, by the way, if you guys are wondering, my finger, so I had a football game, yesterday. First football game, I'm going to talk about football for a second. It was really fun, it was super good. We played in Madison, and I would like to say that this is a football injury. This is not a football injury. This is, I was getting ready for the game at my aunt's house, and she has a short ceiling in the bedroom I was staying in. And when I was getting dressed, I literally punched the ceiling and scraped my knuckle because I'm huge. I am 6'2", big gal, like a bull in a china shop, like Will Ferrell and Elf trying to get ready. Anyway, but that's what this is. It's just some rock tape on my finger. Yes. Tevy, you've done intermittent fasting. Yes. Awesome. Okay. So intermittent fasting and you're only drinking water is a mistake because for the female body, you actually don't upload hydration into your cells just drinking water. If you're not having food, because you get hydration from your food, but you also get minerals, you also get salts from your food. And for the female body, especially during the progesterone phase, especially during, I'm going to use a different color marker here, like the 5 to 7 days, we'll say just a week before your period starts. So let's just say days like 21 to 28 of the cycle here, it is super important to get minerals, you know, and that includes salts into your day. It's really important. Why? Because that's how your body's going to upload hydration properly. It's different for women. It totally is. And again, I talk about nutrition for this, and I haven't really dove into hydration specifically, but it is different for women, especially during this last week of your cycle. Before your period starts, that your body does not get the right hydration, especially if you're just drinking water. It's actually going to make you more bloated. It's actually going to make you be more thirsty and everything else. It completely throws this off. So again, if this is new information for you, click that share button. I swear there are so many women who do not know this information, and it is vital to being our healthiest, to performing our best all the time. And going through an intermittent fast, it's tough on your body. It's a lot to work through, which is okay, right? Your body, you're doing like a cleanse, you're refreshing things. It's a good process to go through. But again, you want the most strength going through this. You want your body to be vibrant and strong going through this. If you're not doing this correctly, it's very wearing. It's very taxing on your system. So these little details make a big difference overall. So if you're only drinking water, you're doing a disservice because your body cannot upload that hydration into the cells where it needs to go. So you need to include, so here's the hack, here's what you do. And this might sound kind of crazy, but you need to do something where you include a little bit of, I'm just going to write glucose, which is sugars. Now I'm going to dive into that for a minute, and then you're also going to get minerals. Minerals, glucose, sugar. Now, here's the caveat here. You do not want a ton of sugar, right? This is just a little bit. And you really want to make sure you're getting minerals too. But the sugar and the minerals are essential to make sure that your body is uploading that hydration into the cells. And then your body can do everything else. But that bloated feeling whenever you're like, oh, I'm drinking so much water, but I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling this right now. Oh, I still feel thirsty. I still feel like puffy. Oh, I need more water because I'm so puffy and bloated. That's going to help flush me out. But it seems to be doing the opposite. If that's happening for you, it's because you're drinking so much water and you're not getting the right sugars and minerals in that help your body with the correct process of uploading that hydration. So what's the right thing here then? Again, this is something I will walk people through and make sure you're getting the right tailored thing for you because every body is different. But essentially, I don't like Gatorade. There's a lot of like engineered sugars in there and stuff that's hard on your system. But if you were to take like a little bit of juice, like all natural organic juice, whatever, and then water in a glass, and then add some salt and some like calcium, magnesium, something like that. Yes, Beth, exactly. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Some type of natural product that you're getting that has these minerals and a little bit of sugar in it. That's the perfect way to upload hydration into your body. And when you're going through this intermittent fast, it's essential that you're getting these minerals and everything in, especially if you're being active, that type of a thing. So I can talk more about this in detail, but essentially you're going to want to make sure you're adding some of this in. Otherwise, your intermittent fast is going to be very, very tough on your system. Now, the other thing too is that women miss out on is not getting enough rest. Now, I know, yes, it is important to work out or all those other things, or you're like, oh, I can go do a class or something, great. But if you're feeling tired, if for some reason you really need to listen to your body. You really need to focus on, oh, thanks, Jackie. Yeah, I'm glad you're liking this. Again, this is so much good information that women just don't know. Like, they'll try these things and say, oh, intermittent fasting is so great. I've heard great things about it. Yes, it is. But for women, it's different. And these are just a few things to focus on that are going to get you a better result. So not getting enough rest. If you need a rest day, take a rest day. If you're feeling extra tired, because sometimes going through a fasting day, it can do a lot for your system, which is great, but it can be a lot to handle. So let your body go through that process, be nice to it, and get more rest. So, and this can be, I'll just put down here, it can be sleep, or it can just be taking time off from whatever. Oh, I'm taking time off from my workouts. I'm taking time off from a lot of my activities, outsourcing things. You can get anything delivered from Amazon now. Target even has that thing where you can sign up and your Target shopping happens and it gets delivered to your house. How amazing is that? So if you're doing fasting and you really want to be kind to your body, but you're like, I have errands to run. I got to go to Target, which who doesn't love going to Target, right? I love Target. Everybody loves Target. I know everybody loves Target. Just do the online shopping and relax. Give your body the rest it needs so it can properly go through the intermittent fasting, process and have everything happen internally that needs to happen. You will come out feeling so much more refreshed, feeling so much better from doing the intermittent fast. It's a very different thing to focus on. So this is what I've got for you guys today. Again, this was intermittent fasting, focusing on the 24-hour intermittent fast, specifically talking about the advantages for women and how to really avoid these mistakes, not having snacks, only drinking water, and not getting enough rest. Talked about, really focusing on those little tweaks for women. Beth, you were there today. Yes. Again, I do talk more about this in my book, The Female Fat Solution, Nutrition for Female Cycle, and Hormones, everything else. If you have not picked this up on Amazon, do so. Check out my podcast, The Female Health Solution. Oh, I have some really exciting episodes coming up. Yes. So subscribe to it so you can get all the latest episodes. I have some groundbreaking hormone interviews coming up. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm so excited. And then I'll include, after the video, I'll include the link down below the video. So if you do have questions on any of the stuff I've gone through and you're like, what? That's not how I heard it at all. Or, oh, when I tried this is how it went for me. You can click the link. You can schedule a call with me. I'd be more than happy to chat with you about what we can do to help get your body back. And then I have a lot of women that are in my 12-week program that are doing amazing things. So that's fantastic. And last thing is, again, if you found this helpful, share this video, because so many women do not know a lot of this information. Tavia, yes, I will cover some of that information, Tavia, when I do my next video about, the different types of cycles that women have. If you don't get your period, if you've had a hysterectomy, or if you're in menopause, or all these other things. Some of that I cover more in detail in the book too. Because IUDs, yes, I know, yeah. But essentially that's still really important because you still have an active hormone system, right? Systemically. Anyway, but it's important to really focus on a lot of this for women to upload overall. Yeah. All right, that's what I got for you guys. Let me know if you have questions, but I'll include that link so you can schedule a call, and I will see you later.